Today we will learn what data is and how they are recorded and observed. In our daily life, we see various types of tables, such as a table containing the names of the players and the number of medals they have won, number, name and time of arrival and departure of trains, table showing number of boys and girls in classes, etc. All these tables provide us data. We use data to get information. For example, look at this table showing the number of boys and girls in classrooms. Can you say what information we get to know with the help of this table? Think for a while. With the help of this table, we get various informations like there are 15 boys and 12 girls in class 6. There are 14 boys and 13 girls in class 7. Similarly, the table can also be used to compare numbers, such as the number of boys in class 6 is more than the number of girls. Similarly, the number of girls in class 7 is 1 more than the number of girls in class 6. With this understanding, we can say that data is a collection of numbers that are gathered to provide some information. Just think, how can we get information from a collection of numbers? Let us understand this with an interesting example. Suppose you want to find out which is the most preferred sport in your class. How would you find this? Think for a while. For this, you have to find out which sport is liked by each student in your class. Suppose there are 16 students in your class. You can ask each student about their preferred sport. Or you can use some convenient method or device like writing their name and preferred sport on a slip. By using any of these methods, you will know the preferred sport of each student. For convenience, we store the information received on a medium such as a notebook. As shown here, the student's name and his preferred sport is given. The process by which we collect information related to a subject is called data recording. From this, we get the raw data. Sometimes, it is not easy to draw any conclusion from the raw data collected. From this data collected, will you be able to tell which sport is the most preferred in the class? This is difficult to detect. Similarly, if the number of students in the list increases, then it becomes even more difficult. In such a situation, we need to organize the data properly so that we can understand and use the data obtained more effectively. Here, we will write the names of the sports on one side and as many tally marks as the students who like them will be made beside them. Now look at this. We may have difficulty counting these lines. To make it easier, we make groups of vertical lines. Generally, groups of 5 lines are easier to understand. So let's make groups of 5. For simplicity, we will use the 5th count as a slanting line. We call these signs as tally marks. Now, can you tell which is the preferred sport? Think for a while. Here the maximum number of tally marks are at this point, and the count is 5 plus 1 is equal to 6. Thus, cricket has the most tally marks. So, we come to the conclusion that the most preferred sport in the class is cricket. Similarly, we can draw several conclusions. For example, the least preferred sport here is Kho-Kho. Now you must have understood that data is a collection of numbers which are gathered to give some information. The process by which we collect information related to a subject is called data recording. It is not easy to draw any conclusion from the raw data collected. Hence, the organization of data is required. So today we have learned what data is and how they are recorded and observed.